Okay, hi Soul Family. So I wanted to come on here and really talk about how lonely it can feel when you are God's chosen one, right? And when you go through that transition of completely well, I'm not gonna say we continue to go through rebirths and versions of us continue to die because we are supposed to evolve and change over time, right? But I'm talking about when you first start that journey and you begin to separate yourself from old friends, old things that you used to partake in because you're no longer that person, and you reach that stage of feeling lonely, and you realize that okay, God, what is it? Am I not meant to have friends? Am I not meant to have a significant partner? Am I just meant to be alone? And I just wanted to put this video out there to really send my collective love, because I am feeling that feeling in terms of waiting for your soul tribe to come, and you're just you know and watching everybody else enjoy their friends and have other things, like other people who support them, and you're just here, just fighting spiritual warfare. I wanted to just really talk about how that fucking sucks. Let's be honest, it sucks. It's lonely, and it doesn't always feel like a bag of chips and all that, I don't even know if I'm making a lot of sense, but I just kind of wanted to come on here and really just keep it real. It's not as rainbows and unicorns as everybody thinks it feels, and that's why everybody doesn't do it, because they rather keep the friends that they have, even if they know that friend is not good for them. And it's like, when you're God's chosen ones, God don't play about you. So even if you don't want to remove them, God will remove them. So you still end up in the phase where you're just like, God will keep you until he knows you're ready to really be around the people that to even recognize those people for what they are, like your soul tribe, your soul people. And we also have to remember that, if they're our soul family, maybe they still waking up. So it's but it just feels it feels hard to just fully let go, surrender, and just allow God to choose those relationships for you. And I know it'd be hard, because you're just like, oh God, I could just go on Bumble, BFF, and match with somebody. But when we do stuff like that, there's a lot of people in this life that we weren't meant to meet, right? And then when you go and you try to create or meet certain people, and then you just put yourself in you could end up putting yourself in another karmic cycle, or you meet this person when your soul was never meant to meet this person, right? Because in our life we sign up for soul contracts to meet certain people, to learn certain lessons, to have certain experiences. So this whole process of surrendering to God and allowing him to just work his magic, it be hard, it be frustrating. So I want to come on here and really keep it a buck with you guys. Yes, it does feel lonely, and yes, you're not going crazy, and I definitely feel you, because it's just you don't get to know what time, everything in divine timing. So it's just you feel like a sitting duck waiting. So I'm not here to give advice on this topic, because I genuinely I'm feeling the same way. I'm just here to really just say, guys, you're not alone. And I definitely feel that. I feel like people don't really realize, because it's when people see favor over your life, God is blessing you and you just keep getting all these blessings in your life, they assume that everything in your life is good. And I'm not saying to go around and tell people, oh, this is what I'm going through, this is what I'm going through. No, that's never something to do. Don't ever lower yourself to make somebody else feel good. But let's really talk about it. As God's chosen ones, life be hard. You had the hardest upbringing. From the minute you could open your eyes, from you gain consciousness, you was fighting for your life, right? So God, when he's bringing these people into our lives, it's because he needs to bring the top of the top. He can't just be bringing anybody, because he knows that what you've been through, I gotta bless you with somebody who has the same heart as you, who has the same morals as you, the same integrity as you. And that's not a lot of people. Let's be honest. A lot of people will say the right things, but they don't be preaching and doing the right things. They just read how to be a good person out of a book, and then they mask that character. So God, when you allow God to choose it for you, then there's no you don't have to go through the whole oh my God, this person ended up doing me dirty. It's because we decided that we're gonna choose that relationship. I think about the times when before I even met my soulmate, I completely was trying to choose those relationships, those romantic relationships, because like I'm like, okay, this person matches like that box, so all I have to do is just mold them into this next version of it. But no, those all led to suffering. When I surrendered and completely gave up, God delivered my soulmate like that, like divine timing. And now I'm in the season of waiting for friendship connections, and it's hard because it's not that when you're a healthy person, your partner isn't your everything, right? And you also crave connections platonically. So it's just like, I get it. I completely get the waiting period of like, okay, where's my BFF? Am I gonna have a BFF? Because you don't even know if it's like, that's not in the cards for you. But it's just like, I know I keep seeing signs that my soul family is coming. They're coming, but you don't know when. So it's like this anxiety of waiting and waiting and waiting. I really hope I'm making sense, but like, this is just the best way I can brain dump my feelings onto the internet and to my collective. But I just wanted to come out here and really say that you're not alone. The waiting period does feel heavy. Like, it feels like, oh my God, I just want to be able to do stuff with people, you know what I mean? Like, yes, that doesn't mean that you don't enjoy your own company. Like, let's not go there. It's just like, I want to make memories with people too, you know? And as humans, we crave human connections. We crave other connections. So let's not like be like, oh, you know, you shouldn't like want friends or whatever. Like, that is all bullshit, because like, as humans, we crave connection. That is literally how we are made up to be. But I just wanted to come out here and say, guys, don't be trying to like make things happen. Just sit and wait, because the best is always going to be delivered. And I know that it may be feeling very uncomfortable to be waiting in this waiting period, but it's only going to get better. And just think about what you want in a friendship, write that down, manifest it, and really just allow the universe to deliver it. And they've been delivering it in the randomest ways. I just think that it won't come while we're at home. So for us introverts, it's like, you gotta, when spirits say go this place, go that place. To be honest with you, that's the best way I can say it, because when I think about it, it's like, my best friend ain't going to show up on my doorstep, and if they did, I'd be like, why you at my house? You know, it'd be creepy. So I'm just here to say, guys, like, don't give up. You're doing an amazing job, and I know that when you're chosen, it can feel lonely and isolating, and you are made to feel that way from the minute you opened your eyes and gained consciousness. You've had a hard life, and those of us who are now on the new earth, in the new energy, new timelines, and everything is at peace and good, we have to really just shed our past fears from our past relationships, because those were all karmic, right? And now we're being called to really just be open to receiving genuine happy connections, and just trust that not everybody's gonna be like the person you met. Okay, like, God has someone for you, the universe has someone for you, especially made for you. Okay, so don't think that it's gonna be like just the other time, and you got to keep your guard up, where you just like, you can't really trust this person, what they got to say to you. Those were just karmic cycles that we needed to learn from, and you learned those lessons. So just thank those people in your life. Do not demonize them, because you know what, if not for them, you would not level up to the place where you are today, right? And the thing is, with being chosen, God, he puts you through trials and challenges because he knows that you can handle it. That's why he chose you. Okay, you have that grit, you have that stamina, you have that I was watching one of those creators, and she was like, you have a spiritual six-pack. I love her. Like, literally, like, you have that spiritual six-pack. Everything you've been through, you've just been building up strength, and now you're super strong. So don't think that there's anything that's gonna come and break you. Okay, just allow your heart to heal from the past wounds that you're experiencing, and know that you will be meeting your soul family. They're just around the corner. Okay, so trust that God will deliver. Okay, I love you guys, and have a good day. Just don't be in your head. Anytime you feel yourself feeling lonely, just remind yourself that they're coming. They're coming. They're just waking up, babes. Okay, I love you guys. Bye.